to deliver your BTEC Level 3 Business and Accounting Pathway lesson on current accounts. Okay, so first of all, what we're going to be focusing on today is current accounts and identifying the different types of current accounts available. We're also going to be evaluating the importance of choosing the correct account based on your personal profile and that of the profiles that you'll be seeing today. So when we're looking at current accounts, this is an account that's set up by a bank or building society and it's designed for frequent use. So you can have your things like your wages paid into this account, any expenditure that you've got. You can have your checks paid in and out. So it's an account that is used quite frequently. Now the good thing about this is a lot of banks and building societies will have lots of different features that are available as well. So you can go into a negative balance on your account if you have an overdraft facility. You've got things where you will have interest paid on positive balances, and sometimes they will offer you incentives to go and bank with them. So there's lots of features which you'll be seeing later on. So for this lesson you will need a pen, some paper, and obviously you're going to have to use some internet use for some research tasks that we've set you. So make sure you've got these available before we start to move on, and let us know when you've got these ready. First thing that I want you to do is set up the following table on your piece of paper, because you're now going to be looking at different profiles of different people that we've got set up for you. You're going to be trying to work out what their employment status is, so whether they are a full-time worker, part-time, temporary, seasonal. Okay, you're then going to think about their income. So using the information that's been provided, what type of income do you think they're on annually? So per annum, what do you think their income is per annum? Then what's their attitude to risk? Are they going to be wanting to take any risks? Have they got any concerns? Have they got any special financial needs that you need to be aware of? Because when you're setting up a current account, you want to make sure you've got the best current account available to you. So I'll give you a couple of minutes just to get that set up, that table, before we move on. Okay, so your task today is we're going to have a look through different personal profiles, and we're going to be looking at the age and lifestyle of this person, their employment status, their income, their attitude to risk, and whether they have specific financial needs. So we're just going to start looking at the next 5 slides, and using your table that you've already previously set up, we're going to make sure that we've got that filled out. So just to start you off, you've got your table. So here we've got Sophie, she's 14 years old, she's currently studying her GCSEs. So what type of work do you think she'll be doing? Okay, so think about filling in your profile that you've got. What's her employment status? Is she receiving any income? If so, what is it? Try and work it out per annum, so per year. What's her attitude to risk? Is she worried about losing money, do you think? Or is she trying to save up? And we also need to think about whether she's got any special financial needs to be considered. So has she got any outgoings? Has she got anything that might be going into her account, or she has to pay out regularly? Okay, so now we're going to do the same for Jordan. We're going to complete the status, so read through the information and then we'll move on. Okay, let's do the same for Sinead. Let's do the same for Faye and Sakib. Okay, and last but not least, we have Ali. Okay, so now that we've got all these profiles completed, we're now going to discuss these profiles together. So we're going to open the chat up now for us. Okay, so we're going to go live at this stage. Okay, so now what we're going to do is you are going to choose one of those profiles that you will be focusing on during the next exercises. So we're going to be researching all the different current accounts which are available, and you need to make sure you are given a justified answer for your choice. So think about what we're going to see and why you have chosen the current account for this particular person. Remember, take notes as you're going along as well. So the first account that we're going to look at is the standard current account. This is a normal type of account offered to customers with reasonable credit ratings. So it includes standard features such as the ability to pay and withdraw money. You'll get a cheque card, a debit card, interest payments on positive balances, and you usually get a pre-agreed limit for your overdraft. Okay, so this is the first account. Is this relevant to the person profile that you've got? Or would a package premium account be better? So this second account is a package premium, and it offers additional features to a standard account. So for example, you might get car or house insurance, you might have credit card protection. So if you buy something online, you are protected. You may have breakdown cover for your car. You might get cash back on certain transactions, and the bank may have additional charges for these types of features. So it's important to see whether you're going to be able to use them or not, whether it's a good deal or not. So is this package suitable for your profile? Third package, is the basic package. So this account, it will only offer limited features designed for those customers who may otherwise find it difficult to open a bank account. So this might be due to poor credit history or a poor credit rating. A basic account will not offer an overdraft facility and will not pay interest on positive balances. So is this a good account to use for your personal profile? Let's see and compare. The final person profile current account that we can start to look at is the student account. So this basically meets the needs of learners and has common features including an overdraft facility with an overdraft limit. It has incentives to join the bank, which could be free rail cards or cash at the bank. They're keen to give learners, because once you're a young person, you tend to stick with that bank for life. However, this is often less the case when, due to availability of information on the internet, the ease in which banks can be charged and changed. So is this student account relevant to you? Okay, so now that we've looked at the different current accounts, what you're going to do now is rearrange the cards to identify the different types of current accounts on a scale from least to most appropriate for your chosen person. So just give you a couple of minutes to have a look at these 4 current accounts and which is the least appropriate, which is the most appropriate. Remember, you are going to have to back this up, so think hard before you start to make your decisions. Okay, so your most appropriate current account you have chosen was, okay, so we're going to open it up now, and now we're going to start to look at the advantages and disadvantages of the account. So can you identify which advantages and disadvantages go with the accounts that I'm going to provide you with? So you may want to change your decision after you have looked at these. So let's move on then. So the first account has lots of disadvantages and advantages. Okay, so the first advantage is it has no charges on credit balances. It offers the holder a wide range of facilities, including a checkbook, debit card, and possibly an overdraft facility. And it's convenient for receiving regular payments, so that, for example, wages and making regular withdrawals. However, there is some disadvantages, which are the potential high charges on the use of overdraft facilities and standard features, so there's no perks available to you. So have you guessed what current account this relates to? Okay, give you a couple of minutes and then we'll go through it at the end. Okay, the second current account that we're going to be focusing on has advantages again and disadvantages. So you can see there are no charges on credit balances. It also offers a wide range of facilities, including a checkbook, a debit card, and possibly an overdraft facility. It's convenient for regular payments to have your wages paid in and make regular withdrawals. And the good thing about this type of account, it offers the holder additional perks such as package price, cheaper than acquiring them individually. So for example, if you've got holiday insurance, breakdown cover and protection. The disadvantage of having this type of account is the additional monthly charges that are frequently applied, and the packages offered may not be value for money. So let's see whether you've guessed that one correctly. Okay, the next account that we're going to focus on is it's available to customers with a low credit rating, as it offers a first step for individuals to gain access to basic banking facilities. So, for example, the ability to pay and withdraw cash. However, it does have some disadvantages, such as no debit card or overdraft facility. So which one does this relate to? The final account that we're going to focus on, the advantages and disadvantages, are of course the course fees and the student loans can be easily handled. So I think you can guess this one quite quickly, and are designed to meet the needs of the learner. So you could have discount on travel or a lump sum cash payment. The disadvantage is that you are going to have things such as overdraft facilities will be encouraged, and overspending might happen, which means that you're going to have high limited facilities and interest. Okay, so what we've got to do now is, using the information that you have just been given, you are now going to adapt the information to ensure that you're applying it to your profile. So what's an advantage for this person that you're looking at? What's a disadvantage? How does it relate to your personal profile? Right, so what we're going to do next is we are going to set up the following table, and now you are going to be comparing and contrasting the accounts offered. So you're going to be looking at the accounts that we've just spoken about, and you're going to say good points about them and bad points. So we'll open this up for discussion, and then we're going to make sure that we're comparing and contrasting and saying which is the best option. Okay, so what we're next going to do is we're going to evaluate the suitability of the current account selected for your personal profile. So here we've got the acronym DJI. So we're going to be looking at which current account are you going to recommend. Why have you chosen this? So why have you chosen this against the other options? Okay, so you're going to justify why this option is better than the alternative current accounts research, and give your reasons for rejecting the alternatives. And then in the future, what other current accounts may be considered? So is the profile going to change, do you think? Is it going to stay the same? Will they need to change current accounts as they go on? Okay, so we'll just spend some time looking at that shortly. Right, this is your exit slide. So from this slide now, I want you to have a look at the traffic light and let us know how this session has gone for you. So are you in the green, amber or red zone? Now, for those students who would like to complete another task, you will find an extension activity at the end of this PowerPoint, where it has features laid out for you for different accounts, and you have to choose the correct one. Okay, it's now time for questions. Okay, so this is your extension activity where you've got Gabriella, who has just started at Birmingham University, and she's given you some information about what type of current account she's found on the next page. So outline why you think Gabriella should open a student current account. Can you identify which student account is best for Gabriella? Justify your answers. And what would be your priorities when choosing a student account? What do you think are the benefits to the banks for opening student accounts? So here is the slide. Right, thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you again soon.